Well. Scream 7, The Final Reckoning, The Final Friday, Return of Jason, Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream 7. This one, I don't mean to start on two negative rants to start out the rants, but this movie was a dud. I was going to say blunder. It wasn't a blunder. It was a dud. So, firstly, I would like to talk about her stupid daughter. Also, that it's so weird. Sydney's old now in this movie. She's old. Not old. Probably like middle-aged. I don't know how old the actress is. She seems around middle age in this movie. I think it's not old. But she has a daughter now. Also, the daughter's named after the blonde, just like the, not to be disrespectful to women, just the blonde. In the original movie, apparently, there was this girl named Tatum. I didn't even know she had a name. There was this girl named Tatum, Channing Tatum, but she was just like a blonde, dumb blonde girl. That was like her thing in the first movie. I think she was like Stu Macher's girlfriend, something like that. I don't know. But she was there. She died, obviously. She tried to go through the garage door, and then she died. That was just it. She was literally nothing in the first movie. Anybody who's seen the first movie knows, if you say, hey, do you know Tatum? They'll say, who are you talking about? Are you insane? Are you trying to sell me drugs? But if you tell them, hey, you know the guy or the girl from Scream 7 who got like crushed in the garage door? They'd be like, oh yeah, I know that one. What about her? Nobody knows Tatum. Nobody cared about Tatum. Nobody knew her name. But in this new movie, they try to apply this whole personality to her that she did not have at all. I know that I think Sydney had some kind of friend in the second or third movie, maybe. I don't know. They could have done that. They could have named her after any of those. But no, the random dumb blonde girl who did literally nothing gets apparently this whole new personality rework and Sydney's daughter named after her. What the why is her daughter named after this girl? She did nothing of importance. She didn't help with any police investigation. She wasn't like a hero. I think literally the only scene she was in the fountain scene when they're at like the water fountain talking, and the scene where she dies. I'm pretty sure that's her only scenes in the movie, except for maybe some backgrounds just sitting there and not doing anything. Why is she suddenly important, and why does she have... they say that she was brave and she was never afraid of anything, and I'm like, literally in the whole only movie she's in, she immediately runs away when Ghostface is there and tries to scurry out like a fucking like a hamster out of the garage door. And I'm like, just why are you doing this to this random nobody, literal nobody, literally NPC, a non-playable character that just stands around and does nothing. She was literally the equivalent of just a sack of meat in the first movie. Literally just a sack of meat that was just waiting to die, and then suddenly just randomly she just is this person, actual person. I'm like, I don't have a problem with, an important character being a woman. It's that this character didn't matter. They were literally nothing. They were just nothing. So why does this happen? I spend way too much time talking about Tatum. Also the daughter. This is another just generic, CinemaSins. Daughter has bad relationship with her parents. Cliche. Ding! But literally, it's just it's another film where there's rebellious, daughter, and then also I did not know. I thought she was in college maybe, but no, she was a high school daughter, the Tatum daughter. But right, it's another thing where the daughter, she's all edgy and rebellious, and she doesn't like her mom, but at the end of the movie she does like her mom. Also, there's some dad character. I had no idea who this guy was. Some police guy. I'm like, what? Who is this guy? Who are you? Why is Sydney married to a policeman? Is he I don't know. I didn't get that guy's deal. I don't think I really watched Scream 6 or 5, so maybe he was in one of those, but I don't know. I didn't know. But yeah, so it's just another dumb thing of like the daughter like rebellious and stuff. Also, there's so many points. Not so many. There's this one part at the end of the movie where she has Ghostface down, she has a gun, and Sydney's like, shoot him to confirm he's dead. She's talking to her on the phone, so she can't take control. So she's like, shoot him, kill him, shoot him in the head, make sure, because that's the thing, in Scream, like, they're self-aware, the villain always comes back at the end, they come back for one last thing. So she's like, oh, kill him, make sure he's dead. And she's like, I can't. And I'm like, you can't finish off the guy who's murdered multiple people. Multiple just random innocent people. You can't kill the murderer. That's like holding a gun to Jeffrey Dahmer's face and saying, oh man, I can't do it. I'm like, why? What is preventing you from doing this? What is preventing you from doing this? Like, this guy is a literal murderer. And also, dude, that's just another thing. The ghost faces are so weird. In the original movie, I feel like the ghost faces have just been devolving. In this, it was like some random lady who was Sydney's friend and some psych ward worker. And I'm like, why is this psych ward worker here? Like, why is this stupid, like, random chud psych ward balding guy here? And again, why is he working with Sydney's friend? Sydney's friend was, like, upset because, like, she was famous or something, and, like, she, like, you're something. I don't know, man, but it was stupid. I didn't like it. It was just another thing where this person wants attention, so they started killing people as Ghostface. It was blunder. That was a blunder. The Ghostfaces were a blunder. I was thinking, like, I wonder who Ghostface is. But then it's like, it's not somebody who you would least expect in a good way. It's somebody you would least expect in a bad way. Like, I wouldn't expect this person because they don't really even matter. Like, the mom showed up for a few scenes, was not showing murder signs at all. I guess that's a point, like, oh, she's good at disguising as normal person as not murder. I don't know. I feel like I didn't like her. Also, the movie's, like, half fun kills and half boring. Like, it'll be half Ghostface kills somebody in, like, a cool, unique way, and the other half is just he stabs them a few times and then they're just dead. Also, I don't like how the dad lives, because I didn't care about him, so I didn't like that he survived, but I'm sure there are probably some diehard Father Prescott fans. Also, apparently, I don't think Tatum's last name is Prescott anymore. Let me search that. I don't think that Sydney's name is even Prescott anymore, which was like half of her, thing of her name. Yeah. Okay, I'm searching some stuff up. Yeah, Tatum was, I think, Stu Macher's girlfriend. Yeah, Tatum Evans. Because I think the dad is named Evans. Because I know I know for sure that she's not named Sydney Evans. But yeah, there were a lot of things in the theater. This was another thing I saw with my dad. There were a lot of times in the cinema I would like lean over and I'd say, like, this is like what happened in a Scary Movie. There are a few things that relate to Scary Movie in this film, which I think is funny. But yeah, I don't like that Sydney's name isn't Prescott anymore. Or at least that her daughter isn't named Prescott, because I'm like, Sydney Prescott. Prescott is like half of her name being iconic. There's some stuff with Stu, Stu Macher. There's a few things with him coming back. It's fine. Like, they like juggle it through the movie. They're like, oh, is this AI? Is it not AI? Is it real? And it ends up being real, which I was like, thanks science. At the end of this movie, like, I was so glad that they didn't make Stu come back and like say that he survived. And make it be like, yeah, this is a dumb theory. Why would Stu be alive? A TV fell on his head. He's dead. We saw it. We saw him be like, he's dead. I like that they did that. I like that he didn't bring him back for a cheap, whatever. It would have just been cheap. Also, Gale Weathers, dude, it was so sad to not see Dewey in this. I missed him. I know it's been like a few movies since he died, but I still miss him, man. God damn it, Dewey. But Gale Weathers, the actress, I'm pretty sure she's probably had like maybe some plastic surgery in her face or something, but it makes her like mouth look kind of stretched to me. It makes her mouth look like a long line. I feel like it's kind of unrelated, but I just noticed it. Like I don't know. Just her mouth looks weird whenever it's closed. But also, there's a lot of things where they'll do something, then make a joke like, "Oh, we're doing this thing," but then we make a joke about it. So we're acknowledging that this is like a trope that's been used a lot, but we're acknowledging it, so it's funny. I don't like that. I don't like how they kind of try to, I guess, push accountability off themselves for doing this really cliche thing by just saying, "Oh, but we know it's cliche, so it's funny that we're doing it." Like, because this movie's just too serious, I think, to be doing that. It's a serious movie. Also, that reminds me, Gale Weathers has these two goons, these two lackeys. I didn't like them. I don't like them at all. They don't have a funny dynamic with each other, nor Gale Weathers, nor literally anybody else. They're there. They don't help to solve the mystery of who is Ghostface at all. Also, that's another thing. I feel like also in the movies, they never really solve the mystery of Ghostface. Like, the people never solve it themselves. It's just at the end, Ghostface is like, "I was actually Ghostface. I killed you because you ran over my pet frog in 1983. Like, it's all they never find out the mystery. It's always Ghostface reveals himself. I like that, but so these people said, "Oh, we're here to investigate who Ghostface is," and I'm like, that just made me immediately know that you're not going to contribute anything, like, because the mystery is never solved. It's always Ghostface like, "I'm Ghostface. I'm your long lost brother." You know, that is a real Ghostface. One of the Ghostface I think was like a brother of Sydney. Yeah, like he was a film something. I don't know, but yeah. I didn't like her stupid goons. Now, I feel like there could have been some funnier dynamic. Maybe if they were like how villain goons work. Like like if she got mad, she would like, I don't know, if they just had a more like unserious dynamic with like Gale Weathers. Like one of them is trying to like overthrow her, I guess, like media coverage news. I don't know. Why is this a thing? I don't care about this person trying to overthrow Gale Weathers' media coverage. This is not something that I care about. I don't care about this character. I think they're from like the last movie, which I don't think had Sidney Prescott in it. So yeah, I think that was the one in like New York or something. But I'm just like, why should I care about this person and their career in news coverage? Why should I like this character? I don't know. If they were just funnier, if these two goons were just funnier, I think it would be better that they exist, because they're just not funny. So I'm just like, I just don't care about this. Why are you showing me this? Why are you showing me this slop? Like, these characters, I don't know why I called it slop. This isn't slop. But I'm just like, why is this happening? Why? It's just dumb. I really don't like the goons. They're just not funny at all. They don't do anything. They don't add anything. I hate the way that you walk. Really talk the way. I hate the way you just. Yeah, that was all the stuff. I'm sorry. I sounded so upset and negative in this rant. It wasn't good. It was a fine movie. It was a fine slasher. As a Scream, it was bad. As a slasher, it was a fine little thing. Maybe if you had like I don't know. It was fine. It wasn't as horrible as I feel like I'm making it out to be. But, I mean, science knows. Darwin knows it's not a good movie. Yeah. That's been my Tree with Rants. I promise the next one I'll be positive. I'll be hope maxing. All right, Tree with Rants.